Great day, great folks. Coach K, Kingdom Business Owners. Today is December the 2nd, 2025. It's Giving Tuesday, and I want to give you everything God has given me for you. Talking to the Kingdom Business Owner community. I need to put all of the corporate noise, the political tension, and the institutional frustration aside for one moment. I want to speak to you about the crisis that our urban small business community is currently being subjected to. Because long before the idea of resurrecting Progress Plaza into what is now the Kingdom Marketplace, the world's first AI-powered entrepreneurial ecosystem, the world's first AI-powered entrepreneurial Kingdom Business Referral Network. Long before God formed any of us in our mother's womb, he had a plan for all of us. Long before the shutdown, and certainly long before AI became the center of our U.S. economy. I fell in love with the entrepreneurial Jesus. I fell in love with the impact that entrepreneurial self-sufficiency provides inside of our urban community from as long as I can remember. That's what I learned from my spiritual parents, Leon Howard Sullivan and Amazing Grace Banks Sullivan. And so it was a godsend for God to allow me to be used by him to work with over 403 of his individual church congregations, their business ministries, helping them promote those entrepreneurs, strengthen those entrepreneurs, stimulate economic circulation, not just within those congregations, but within the immediately surrounding communities. A blessing from God to me personally. We registered over 48,000 Christian business owners on a nationwide level. Inside of Georgia, where this all began, we registered 46 churches. Elizabeth, over 500 folks. New Birth, over 500 folks. House of Hope, over 400 folks. Impact, over 350 folks. Notice I didn't say businesses when I talked about Georgia, because they're not numbers. These are people. These are families. These are God's entrepreneurs. And we have a harsh reality in front of us. They need help. And if nobody else is stepping up, then I feel as though God assigned these businesses to me personally. And if I don't step up and provide them with the resources that God has given me for them, then I'm failing all of us in God. Let me kind of recap the situation. 2020, COVID hit. Of those 403 church business ministries, 80% of them collapsed. Don't blame the pastor. It wasn't because they weren't preaching. It wasn't because the people weren't praying. It was because our business owners were not prepared for the digital transformation. They just flat out didn't understand the power of Google, search engine optimization, listings, metadata, online visibility, social cadence, digital funnels, and the heartbeat of online competition. I don't need to go on. The list is exhausting. And now, 4 years later, it's November of 2025. Excuse me, it's December of 2025. We're in round two. Round one, November of 2021, is where Google shifted its entire small business platform from Google My Business to Google Business Profiles. It shifted the top two determiners of ranking from AdWord keyword to relevancy of search and specific geographic location. Nobody told us anything. 4 years later, beginning of third quarter, United States President announced that AI is officially the center of our economy. Nobody provided any mass plan for the small business community. But you saw big businesses make the immediate adjustment. Where you think this downsizing and all this tumultuous times that we're subjected to is driven by. And conveniently, we then entered into the longest government shutdown in American history. And most people, small business owners, don't even realize how far behind we really are. They conveniently opened the government just in time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, this fourth quarter holiday retail blitz. And most of our small businesses that needed the patronage, they missed it. They weren't visible enough online to benefit from it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can put together the pieces that I'm providing, but they create a puzzle that shows us we're in a digital entrepreneurial crisis. And no one has warned our business community. No one has led our businesses. No one, until this time, has built a system that we need, except for our daughters. The geniuses in the immediate past, alumni of Urban Success University, they built the Kingdom Marketplace. God gave me the vision, but his daughters built it. I'm just privileged by God through a divinely orchestrated series of events to be positioned where he allows me to see things that other people either don't see or don't have enough commitment to us as a body of business believers to address. God is the one who allowed William Herbert Gray III and Leon Howard Sullivan, my two spiritual fathers, to place me in Fran Tarkenton's office in 1999. It was God who used them to position me to learn from that Hall of Fame quarterback, serial entrepreneur. You know him, you love him. I consider him the father of entrepreneurial development in our generation. Allowed me to be mentored as he built Targeting.com and Go Small Biz. It's the largest collective body of micro entrepreneurs in North America. God privileged me to sit at the Solution Solving Center, right at the inner table, as Mr. Tarkenton built it out. It allowed me to practically learn what makes small businesses thrive, as well as what makes small businesses collapse. How to build the successful systems at scale, and how digital transformation is successfully accomplished. I don't know it all, but I can attest to the fact that I watched over 480,000 small businesses come across my desk during that time frame. If you're at the Solution Solving Center, where over 480,000 small businesses over the course of 20 years or more go to grow, to pivot, to rise, you're learning a little bit. I don't know it all, I know a little bit about what entrepreneurs need to succeed. A little bit about not what they need to just stay alive, but what they really need to thrive out here in these AI-driven entrepreneurial marketing streets. I don't know of another business kingdom believer who has the combination that God has given me. Spiritual son of the economic architect, trained by Fran Tarkenton for 20 years, personally assisted over 403 churches with developing church directories, servant leader to over 48,000 Christian business owners, appointed dean of Urban Success University by Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker, Amazing Grace Banks Sullivan, Coretta Scott King, her big sister Edith Scott Bagley, and her oldest daughter, my prophetic big sister, the original Yoki of the Yokis, Yolanda Denise King. I'm the custodian. I am Amazing Grace Banks Sullivan, little Bible soldier. I believe that makes me the custodian of the Select Patronage Legacy and the builder of what I'm about to introduce you to as the Digital 1036 plan. I'm making myself no reputation. God did this. And he's given me an understanding to see the severity because he used me to provide us with a solution. This is why now that the shutdown is over, I can't be silent. Our business owners, our aspiring entrepreneurs, the ones that God gave to me, they're digitally behind and algorithmically invisible. Most of them haven't even been properly educated on how to update their Google business profile since 2021. I've been on the phone with them extensively. Some of them that had questions with our daughters that our daughters promised them I would follow up with. A lot of them don't understand what relevance ranking even is. Most don't understand what location scoring is. Most don't even understand what metadata is. And the biggest challenge is that most of our existing businesses don't know what AI needs to read their business. That's a big challenge, y'all. Because now we're in the AI economy. And if AI cannot understand your business, it can't promote it. So customers will never find it. This isn't judgment. This is the reality of our marketplace. And the truth of the matter is, our people over the past 4.5 to 5 years were not taught any of this, which is why we must teach it now. We must build the system that provides them with the support that they need now. The only solution that we can utilize is the Kingdom Marketplace and AI Smart Matching. That's why today, because of God's instruction, only my obedience, it's free to everyone who registered. We can't sell it to you. We need to give it to you and teach you how to utilize it. That's why the Kingdom Marketplace exists. It's the digital resurrection of select patronage. World's first Black-owned shopping center in American history. 30 years ago, when Sully and Gray dropped me off, they gave me my Bible and a copy of Build, Brother, Build. They said, in time, you're going to know what to do with them. It's time. It's a new Progress Plaza, digitally built for the artificial intelligence era. And at the core of it, listen to me and lean in, is something that God has used me to release. It's called AI Smart Matching. It's an oversimplification, but I want you to understand exactly what it does. Because when we talk about the fact that Google shifted from AdWord keyword to relevancy of search in specific geographic location, you have to logically think about how Google knows if you're relevant to search. It's based on your business description, your product description, your service description. So AI Smart Matching, when you fill out the Google form, it's going to take what you put in as your business description and utilize an AI created system that I personally curated, y'all, listen to me, that's going to rebuild your business description for you. It's a free gift. Please use it. Because it's the #1 ranking factor that Google and AI and the other smart engines are relying upon. I know you got your Facebook page. I know you got your Instagram page. I know y'all getting a bag on TikTok. Shout out to all the TikTokers, okay? But you're on Instagram because you're folk on Instagram. You're on Facebook because you're folk on Facebook. You're on TikTok because you're on TikTok. Do you notice they're not pushing your lives out as much? Notice the algorithm ain't showing you the love that it used to, that's not accidental, that's intentional. But I need you to understand that 85 to 90% of consumer searches are done on Google. That's not accidental or coincidental, it's intentional. Google, y'all remember, I might date myself, it used to be a noun, person, place, or thing. You went online and you looked something up on Google. Now, you just Google it. It went from a noun to a verb, right? And Google's intention is to become the 800-pound gorilla of information dissemination so that it can position itself to sell its products and services. So it behooves your business to get aligned with what Google wants to know about you and to provide it with all that information so it can rank you higher. Okay? And it's not just going to assist you with developing the profile. It's going to assist you with understanding what your business category is and developing the description so it ranks you higher and also converts. Google loves trusted, verified information. This is the reason why every single profile, including the free ones, every single one, is its own individually unique Google trusted, verified profile. The AI Smart Matching rewrites your profile in an AI readable format. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That's intentionally designed so that the algorithms understand specifically what you offer. This will allow the AI Smart Matching to align you with relevant scoring. It means, or the result is the fact that it'll position you so customers in your area can finally see you. It's not the fact that your product and service isn't phenomenal. It's the fact that you're not presenting it in the way that Google told you it needed you to present your information 4 years ago. So the grace period is come and gone. It's going to ask you a bunch of information that no one else asked. Why? So it can restructure that information for you. The way that Google, Apple, and Google Maps, Bing, and all the AI platforms prefer. The AI Smart Matching is going to position you for an AI-powered search on the Kingdom Marketplace, on the search engines, across all the AI-powered platforms. The Kingdom Marketplace is fully integrated with Google Business Profiles, fully integrated with Google Maps, and fully integrated with all the major social media marketing platforms intentionally. So you get real customers, you get brought into the real demand for your niche, and get positioned to take advantage of real-time opportunities. W.E.B. Du Bois, in his work, The Negro in Business, made a paramount point. He said nothing, zero, zip, nada. Nothing positive can ever take place in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar. It's impossible for us to recirculate our dollar in our community if we do not know who the businesses in our community are. This is why prior to COVID, we created the paper church business directories. AI and the digital transformation provide us with some things that we need to take advantage of, like no longer being constricted to denominational and congregational walls, to be able to come across as a kingdom business community. No one fault 80% of the pastors for the business community or business ministries failing, but now we have the opportunity to have a body that is built from the bottom up, led by the entrepreneurs, not driven by the institutions down. The AI Smart Matching reconnects our entire kingdom business community. First starting with the 8,200 in Georgia, and then the other 39,800 nationwide. So that we can establish and re-strengthen relationships with each other. promote our products and services, share information and resources, just support each other again, digitally, consistently, intelligently. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the modern day select patronage. This is our digital reinvestment. This is how we intergenerationally revive, restore, and rebuild our kingdom business economy. This is what is at the heart of the original select patronage movement. You may not understand it in its original form. Many of you only heard about select patronage because of Operation Breadbasket after ML died. But what Leon Howard Sullivan gave Martin Luther King Jr. was select patronage. I never met Martin Luther King Jr., but I've been raised from Leon Howard Sullivan and Amazing Grace Bank Sullivan from the time I was 3 till 2021 when he ascended and 2011 when she ascended. So I can tell you what they told me, what they taught me, what we all just understand to be real. Boycotts don't do anything for us in our community. They don't help build our businesses. They don't strengthen our community economy. They don't build businesses. They don't provide jobs. And they don't create customers. They don't. Select patronage does. So if we want to do any of those things, if we want to build our businesses, if we want to build an economic infrastructure, if we want to create jobs, if we want to stimulate spending in our communities, if we want to reinvest in our children, then we have to redirect our patronage, not protest. But we are unable to redirect our dollar to our people if our people are not in one place. This is why our children, that's who the students of Urban Success University are. From a spiritual father standpoint, to my spiritual folks, to my kids. I'm on some William Herbert Gray Jr., Whitfield Nottage, Daddy King type time. Do your homework. All right, Bible written in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. All expressive African languages that were translated into English, a very dead language. The original word for God is Ab. It's got 2 derivatives. Abba, the authoritative side, source, sustainer, protector, provider, progenitor. The ones that Western theology emphasize. But then it has the other derivative, Abwon, the loving side. Adam was Abwon. Jesus was Abwon. We're in Advent. Let me make it plain. He was King of Kings, Lord of Lords. So he had tons of titles. Even Nicodemus, when he came to him in John the 3rd chapter, called them rabbi. That is the ultimate teacher, a term of endearment. However, the Bible doesn't describe that's how he moved. It says he moved with compassion. That's love, the greatest of these. And so love goes over and above the job description. That's what Sully did. Folk were running from the inner city. My spiritual father was running to it. Folk were running from inner city youth. He was running to it. It works. I got proof. Look at me. Steadfast and immovable. And what thou seest, thou becometh. Yup, my time now. So everybody, under the sound of my voice, complete your profile. Go to www.completeyourprofile. And complete your profile. I don't know how much simpler I can make it. It's free. Let me throw that in there. Y'all know what y'all say. If it's free, oh, that's for me. It's Giving Tuesday. You can't beat God giving. This is how we reconnect. This is how we re-stimulate the circulation of our dollar inside of our communities. This is how we rebuild our kingdom economy. This is how we honor the legacy of all of our foremothers and forefathers, but definitely my spiritual parents. They launched something called the 1036 plan. God has used me to digitize it. See, they had select patronage. And that opened up a bunch of jobs. So Sully had to open OIC, took an old jail at 17th and Oxford, and converted it into a training center to teach us as young men the skills to pay the bills, carpentry, so forth and so on. Saw us doing that over in the South Side. Shout out to my Morehouse brothers, Kari, Jazz, Josh, Believing Soldier, Chris Luke. Like that. Well, after that, then what they did was they got the community motivated to invest $10 a month for 36 months. The first year acquired the land. Year 2 and 3 built out the infrastructure. We digitized it. Let me break down the 1036 plan to you. When you get registered on the Kingdom Marketplace, everybody's registered for free. You have the opportunity to upgrade. Get a bunch of bells and whistles, digital deliverables. All of them are provided by the geniuses, the baby girl geniuses of Urban Success University, and the Mompreneur Squad, immediate past alumni, reinvesting in our daughters. The same way we've drawn economic support from the big corporations, we having you do the same thing. And redirecting it to you, we having you do the same thing. The reason that a lot of our businesses do not have the digital deliverables they need to effectively compete in the digital economy is because they're priced outside of your reach. Our daughters, the students of Urban Success University, I can attest as their dean. Let me go in and testify. They came out the womb with these devices. They're not phones. They're microprocessors in your pocket. They're called smartphones. Stop using them dumb. Our daughters have studied search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing. They literally know how to use these devices to do everything. Probably walk on water and glow in the dark. They just do it in the bathroom where Dean K can't see. So it is what I deem to be a no-brainer. Let me define it. Open your head, take your brain out, close your head. It still makes sense. It makes so much sense, it's guaranteed to make dollars for you later. Okay? Now here's where we are. The same way that you can't afford them, our daughters want to show off their digital brilliance. So you pay a couple of pennies in the pocket to them. They're going to upgrade your profile. When we fully launch, we're going to have annual upgraded profiles available. But right now, you get to upgrade, invest what other folks will invest to have an annual profile prior to the official full launch. Right now, you're going to get a lifetime profile, which means you will forever be able to post your products, your services, your events, your blogs, understanding collective economics. When you secure this digital real estate, it's going to appreciate. So because you are going to be a founding member, I always want you to be able to grow with it. For you blessing our daughters, because they need the help same way you do, all right? I'm going to give you a 1-year membership to Kingdom Business Owners. That's our memberships division, all right? Where you're going to get information, resources, the principles, the philosophies, the skill sets. I mean, really 4 things. You're going to get the funding information that you need. There's a ton of it available. This is America. It's the capital of capitalism. You're going to learn those philosophies and those principles and those skill sets. You're going to be given the systems. It's an acronym. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And the big business strategies. Yes, during COVID, business went from brick and mortar to click and order. True. But also, a lot of the big business systems, big business strategies that were previously reserved for Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 corporations are now made readily available to you. You just have to learn how to understand them and then implement them in your business. You're going to get that. The funding assistance, the systems, the strategies, and the resources that you need to build businesses that are conduits of God. You're going to get accessibility to that if you upgrade for 1 year for free. At the end of that year, your profile is a lifetime profile. Thank you tremendously from my heart to yours for helping our daughters. I got to pause on that. I mean that from the depth of my being. At the end of the year, when your Kingdom Business Owner membership expires, you can renew if you desire. I want you to understand what the first year went to. Our 1036 plan. The first year built the system. It funds youth employment. When you upgrade, your profile is built by one of our urban daughters. Your online visibility is established. Your data is digitally structured. Your lifetime profile is secured. Your first year Kingdom Business Owner membership is free. 100% of your upgrade proceeds are paid to the Begeniuses, the Mompreneur Squad. They pay for youth laptops, student employment. Year 2, please renew. The renewals from the Kingdom Business Owner memberships. When you go to urbansuccessuniversity.com, click on the tab on the Kingdom Marketplace, you're going to notice we didn't just launch the Kingdom Marketplace October the 8th this year in the 50-year anniversary of the original Progress Plaza. We also opened the amazing Grace Bank Sullivan Entrepreneurial Academy of Urban Success University. Every student who graduates with an LLC, many of them before they graduate high school with a diploma. It's approximately $250. $150 goes to the Secretary of State. When they graduate, they get a $100 business credit or gift in their business bank account. You will assist us with making that happen in year 2. Your dollars are going to fund business loans, entrepreneurial training, digital infrastructure, the long-term economic development of this kingdom economy that God is using us to build. We are being used by God to transform the marketplace into the kingdom marketplace, from a platform where Satan has a stronghold into a major spiritual transformational platform in the lives of God's people. This is the Digital Projects Plaza. This is the modern select patronage. This is the digital economy. And today, on December the 2nd, 2025, I've run my leg of this race. It's not a sprint, it's a relay. Okay? Sully taught it to me. He said it's God's relay race. He said, God is in the blessing business. He doesn't bless us because we deserve it. He just blesses us to bless us. Not so we can become hoarders, right? But so that we can be conduits of his grace, conduits of his mercy, right? And conduits of his grace, his blessings, so that he can be used by us to bless the lives of God's people. I watched Leon Howard Sullivan and William Herbert Gray get used by God magnanimously all around the world, from North Philadelphia to West Africa and everywhere in between. I dreamed as a little kid of being used by God to run this leg of the race. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for giving me the opportunity to give you AI Smart Matching. It's available right now to all of you. Everyone who completes the AI Smart Matching profile, whether you upgrade or not, whether you pay or not, whether you're in Georgia or not, because God blessed me with the opportunity to be used by him in the lives of you, his kingdom entrepreneurs. And I'm not going to let the 8,200 businesses that God assigned to me to face another collapse. Not when I can help it. Now, my personal team, over the rest of this 20-year ascension period of our founders, is going to continue to call every single one of these 8,200 folks to check on them, see if you're still open, see if you're still taking customers, see what you need help with. And when we finish that, that's when we're going to officially launch the Kingdom Marketplace. Until then, we're going to personally verify every business that was invited. You're going to know when it takes place because the Kingdom Marketplace is a marketplace. You're going to see the refacing of it. And everybody's going to be invited to come shop. And when they lead someone who provides what you provide, I hope that you allow me the ability to refer them to you. Imagine this. Just indulge me for a minute. Imagine God using us right now to build a connected kingdom business community. Imagine customers able to find you online. Imagine an AI system that's literally sending you opportunities, connecting you to the folk you need to be connected with a like mind. Imagine us being used by God to build a youth workforce that's building the digital foundation that we'll need for generations to come. Can y'all imagine God using us to rebuild the kingdom economy that circulates his dollars amongst his people? Imagine in a time where folk are rewriting our history, that we're rebirthing select patronage, a system that's strengthened our businesses before and is positioned to do it again. And your business is becoming a part of that network that God has ordained long before AI existed. This is the future that God has us building. It's not just for you, and it's not just for me. It's for our children's children's children. It's not just for business. It's for our entire community. Listen, if you are a kingdom business owner, if you're one of the 403 churches that were involved, you're one of the 48,000 original, one of those 8,200 personal original. If you're simply a believer with a vision who wants to connect with other people, holding on to the vision God has given them, then you're invited to complete your profile and let us know who you are, what you do, what separates you from the competition, and how we can do business with you. I want to thank you for registering in advance. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure and a privilege to share these few moments with you, make you aware of the situation, be used by God to provide you with a solution. I hope that we're able to connect personally at an up-and-coming event and or in the membership section. Remember, get registered for free. Upgrade if God moves on your heart. 100% of it goes toward our daughters and our single moms. Allow us to promote you, but also participate in this kingdom reciprocity. That as people support you, you intentionally support others. Let's reconnect the community that God has given us. We will not lose another generation of business owners. Not on my watch. Not under my assignment. Not with what God has placed in our hands. It's your coach, Coach K. I love each and every single one of you almost as much as the Father. On behalf of the Father, y'all have an amazing day on purpose, and never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose. Y'all know how to reach me. KingJerlo.com is only going to forward you over to the Kingdom Marketplace. Click on the Coach K link and send me a DM from your profile to mine. And I look forward to doing whatever God allows me to within reason to assist you with getting him glory and getting you the bag. Love y'all. Say that again. I'm going to tell you again. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And you can't do nothing about it. Have an amazing day on purpose, y'all. And never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose.